it to us. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Club for Growth President Chris Chocola is in D.C. with us. Chris, welcome back to the show. Good to have you with us again.
Good morning, Stuart. Good to be with you.
I want you to defend Mitt Romney and his 15% tax rate on investment income, because he is going to be attacked. He is going to be demonized. I want you to be in his place and defend that 15% tax rate. Go.
Well, you know, the reality is he doesn't pay a low tax rate. He pays the legal tax rate. It is the law, and it's a good thing that the law creates incentives for people to save and invest and create jobs. Just imagine if every American had the same tax return as Mitt Romney. Think of the size of our economy. Think of the economic growth we would generate. Think of the jobs that would be created. We should aspire to have a tax rate other than 200 pages. Doesn't sound like much fun. But to have successful investments that have created economic growth and jobs. We should all aspire to that. It is the law. He pays the legal rate. In fact, it probably should be lower. Capital gain should be zero if we really want to continue to create economic growth.
Now, the president tonight will make a political appeal, not an economic argument. He will make the political appeal that people who make a lot of money from their investments should pay a higher tax rate. He's going to invoke the Buffett rule, for example. You're totally opposed to that, correct?
Well, when you don't recognize that there's a difference between wages and capital, you don't understand what creates jobs, wealth, and economic growth. I think it's a fallacy to even Warren Buffett kind of stepped back from the Buffett rule. He even said, I wasn't really talking about millionaires. I was talking about people that make a lot of money like me. Regardless, if people are successful investing in the economy, they should be given the incentives to make to save their money, to keep their money, to have a lower tax rate, so they have those incentives. You know, I think it's just another example that this Obama administration has no idea what creates economic growth, jobs, and wealth. None of them have ever worked in the private economy. They don't understand how it works.
Now I want you to transfer your attention to Newt Gingrich. He made $300,000 working for Freddie Mac, and he says, I was just being a good citizen. Will you defend the good citizen for $300,000 from Freddie Mac?
Well, I don't know that I can defend Newt Gingrich in this whole debate over whether he was or wasn't a lobbyist. I was a member of Congress during some of that period of time. I do recall that Newt Gingrich came up to the Hill. He would advocate positions. I think he would advocate positions that were held by clients of his. I don't know if he met the legal definition, but every member of Congress was, I think, encouraged to go listen to Newt Gingrich. I always did, because you always learn something. It was up to the individual member of Congress to decide whether they agreed with Newt Gingrich or followed his advice. But he was there on the Hill giving advice, and I think some of that advice was the advice that I think his clients wanted him to give.
All right. Chris Chocola, Club for Growth. Always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us again, Chris.
Thanks, Stuart.
Andrea Tanteras joined